Hi, everybody. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me either on a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live, welcome. But if it's your first time, make sure that you subscribe, or there is a link down below to join my Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, especially the one with Stampin' with Diane, Stampers group, that one basically is where I load all my PDFs, like for my tutorials and that sort of stuff. So today is Mystery Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I run out of things to think of to do, but I look ahead to see what I need to have done as far as blog posts or as far as, challenges that I go into. But this one, it's just a Christmas card. Trust me. Like, listen to those clues. Those clues are pink, foil, and a neutral color. So a little bit different than what I normally would do. But I really wanted to use a particular item that is in the annual catalog. So let me just go on down. I'm just going to actually jump on down to my screen right away. So we are going to use this Joyful Flurry, this particular bundle, and buy the bundle together and you save 10%. But with this bundle, basically, when you do buy it as a bundle, you do save the 10%. But I wanted to use this, and I wanted to use it in kind of a non-traditional type card that I would do with it. Every year, I always make a pink card. Hello, Cynthia. Oh, gnomes. I've done a few gnome cards. I was doing so many of them that I had to step back from doing a gnome card. Those gnomes are beautiful. You can use, are beautiful. They're fantastic, and you can use them for any season. But anyways, this Joyful Flurry is what I want to use today. They're not an exact die cut. It's a die cut, partial cut, and a pop-up. So I'll show you how that kind of works. Now, the pink that we're going to use is Petal Pink. And the reason I thought originally what I could do was maybe a polished pink or something like that, but you'll see by the foil that I'm using that I can't use that. Originally, I thought what would be great is to have like a silver, a pink, and whatever neutral that you wanted to use on there. But anyways, we are going to use this. This suite also coordinates with these adhesive back sequins and gems, but unfortunately, they're not colors that I'm going to be using today, so we won't be using those. So let's go on and let's get started. Now, with the foil that I wanted to use this rose gold foil. It comes in like a brush tone, quite shiny tone, and like an iridescent sort of type one. Actually, if you look at it from the side, oh, that's difficult. That's not going to pick that up very well. But I decided to use this particular one. This is a specialty paper, like I say, that is in the annual catalog. So yes. Well, thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Anyway, so we're going to do it in this rose gold is what it's going to be. Now, you know, when you start doing something and it doesn't quite go the way that you want it to go, well, that's the story of my life. So that's what happens. So we'll just carry on with that. So I decided, like I say, to do a Petal Pink card. It's still pink. But see, with the Petal Pink, it goes better with the this rose foil. So that's the reason why I went to the Petal Pink, because honestly, I really wanted to go to a different pink. However, the silver foil now is kind of, it has that gun. It comes in 3 different silvers, and it's not my favorite silver. So I'm tending not to go into that sort of, I'm steering away from it. All right. So the neutral color that I'm going to use is going to be Very Vanilla. I think Very Vanilla and this are going to go great together. So what I did with this was, this happens to be an embossing folder that was carried over, and this has the snowflakes on it. See how beautiful those snowflakes are? But this is like for the mini machine, right? So this is the Wintry 3D embossing folder. It comes not only in like pine branches and that sort of stuff, it also has the snowflakes on there. Now I cut this piece of cardstock 4 1/4 by 11, and I folded that in. So this is just going to go on here like so. Oh dear, I didn't prime my glue, so we might have issues with my glue. Oh, it's a fairly new one, so it should be okay. Now I decided I wanted the embossing to be like on this side. So I could have run it through twice, but to me that defeats the purpose. So I don't like to run an embossing folder through twice unless I absolutely have to. And I'm okay with it being like that. Now this, I noticed that I didn't trim it down. So this is 2.5 inches and I want it to be by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to come in with my trimmer. And we'll just cut that down. This was a video day today, so made quite a few other videos. So that's going to go on there. But what we're going to do is with those dies, I am going to cut this particular one. And let me go in and show you these snowflakes. This one I thought was really pretty, but to me, it reminded me too much. I thought this would be really nice for like Valentine's, maybe even. Because to me, it doesn't look like snowflakes. To me, it looks like hearts. See how it can pop up? And then, of course, that would take the color down below behind it. And then there's this one. This one pops up as well. It's just like this. So that would also go on there as well. But this is the one that I liked. I thought it was really kind of cool. It's got lots of different elements to it. It can pop up here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop this part up. So what I wanted to do was I was going to come in with this. And I am going to run it through on there, there, and there. And I've actually gone ahead and done that. But I see that I've got some creases in it, but that's okay because I'm going to actually cover that part up. So let's just poke this part up just to give that dimension. And I don't know if I should put this on with dimensionals. I'm thinking that maybe that might be a good idea. So if it comes on here, should I put it on with the dimensional or should I see how now it's behind there? You know what? I'm going to come in with my, you could do this with your take your pick on the other side too. And I just want to kind of curl these up a bit. This foil is so pretty. I have to say, I probably like this brushed one. Obviously, that's the reason why, because I don't have that much of it left. If you were part of my paper shares, you got this in your annual catalog paper share, a sampling of this. There we go. Yeah. Now, do I want that popped up? You know what? I think I'm going to leave it down because there's enough dimension coming from that part there. So I'm just going to come in and we will do it here. You can say what a different type of a card, right? Like for Christmas. Like I say, I've always done pink Christmas cards. Right, so let's go ahead and put that right about there. See, this is going to have all these pop-ups. And you know, when you mail it, it's going to flatten anyways, but it's one of those cards that you don't mail. Oh, and I'm going to have to put some glue behind here, these pieces as well. So I'm just going to put those kind of in the middle. There we go. And we'll just hold that down. Oh, I've missed out on one of these comments. I'm sorry. All right. So, like I say, let's see. when you get glue onto foil, it really mucks it up. Now, I went ahead, and also they have some really small snowflakes there, and I cut that out of these pieces there. So I'm actually going to put those on here, and I'm going to cover this. I'm going to put that on there, and I think that'll go there. All right. Oops. So pretty. When you see it up close, it's very, very pretty. All right. So then what I wanted to do was I wanted to put the sentiment on there. And I thought the sentiment that I would use here is "It's a season of magic and wonder." And I'm actually going to emboss this. And I'm not sure if you're aware that you can do this, but just use my embossing buddy. I'm going to come in with my, let's see, I'm coming in with my Petal Pink ink. So I've got to do this fairly quick. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. I'm coming in with my clear embossing powder. And this allows you to have any color whatsoever of embossing powder. So if I go and I ink this up, and I'm going to quickly put it in the embossing powder. And embossing with clear is a little bit, it's just a tiny bit tougher than the other. Now I'm going to come in, I'll close this up because with that heat gun, I can see what's going to happen with that. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to heat set that. Oops, oh dear. And you don't see that much of a difference. So let me go in. Now this is quite obvious when you go and use a darker color. But I wanted it quite subtle. But it does. It picks up. It gives it a tiny bit of a shine. It actually makes it a little tiny bit darker than what that would be normally anyways, because the Petal Pink is quite a light pink. And embossing with clear is just, like I say, you just have to be careful that you do all the embossing. And then in here in the dies are these two label dies. So I thought I'd use this one. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on here. And again over here. And we'll come in with our little baby cut and emboss. Think how many times I've used this today in my videos. What would I do without this? It's so nice to just, especially when you're doing any kind of videos and that sort of stuff, is to be able to bring it onto my workstation here. So I think that's all that I need for that. See if we have any more comments. All right. So and we've got this that's there, and you can see it's shiny. It's a tiny bit darker than what it would normally be, using just the Petal Pink straight from the ink pad. All right, so let's come back in with this. And I'm wanting to put this, oh my goodness, now it's going to be too, you know what, I can leave it like that. I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. However, I want to have ribbon, and there's no real Petal Pink ribbon anymore. So this works. I went and oh dear, I just had it here. So I have that gold trimmed ribbon. I'll just maybe come in with another roll of it. There we go. I don't need a whole lot. So this is this gold shimmer ribbon, and it doesn't really go with this. However, if you use your light Calypso Coral, we can color this ribbon, and we're going to make it a bit like a Petal Pink. And that will bring me to that color of the ribbon, right? So I just want to go, I'm just going to actually just put this looped. I guess I probably should have used the back, colored the back side of this as well. So I will go ahead and color it. This ribbon colors really well with like a cherry cobbler as well. All right, so I'm just going to come in with my seal. Just like so. I'm going to go in and cut that, trim that. I'm going to cut it the same way. Thinking, there we go. This is going to come in here like so. So we're going to come in with our dimensionals. And this way I'm covering up that crease that I kind of made with my cut and emboss machine. So somebody is working on their pink foil and neutral colored card and trying to figure something out. To me, you could do, oh my goodness, thinking of, oh, there's so many beautiful stamp sets that we could definitely use, that's for sure. All right, so this is just going to go like that. On the inside, I do have a piece that's 3 3/4 by 5. This is going to go on here too. I'm going to stick those on there. And I should have one more here. All right, so I'm just going to come in with this particular stamp set, or stamp, which is from the Joyful Flurry. I'm just going to use my Petal Pink on the inside. See how light that is compared to it being there. Let's put that on the inside. You could use, oh my goodness, what would be gorgeous would be pink, silver, and gray you could use. You could even go, you could put a black in if you're using Petal Pink. Your neutral colors are almost all of your neutral colors. Like you could use Early Espresso, Crumb Cake, Night of Navy. Those are all your neutral colors. All right, so I'm not going to pop these up. I was originally going to. I'm not sure who's got that done because you're from the group, so I can't see who it is. I am thinking I know who it is, but not sure. And then we'll put another one down here. This is so shiny, this card. Oh my goodness. Different type of a card. Put that in there. Now, as far as if I wanted to put rhinestone or something on there, I think the best ones that we could use are the Elegant Faceted Gems. I'm so glad that this carried over. To me, it's just, they're amazing. Let's see. And I could use the Faceted Gems because they're the same color. And we'll put one there. So there's my card, my mystery card. So we went ahead and we used the Joyful Flurries. These are the ones that do pop up. So they're kind of fun. They have some really neat banners on there as well. And this is like a 10-fold card. I used that gold shimmer ribbon and I colored it with the Calypso Coral. And then I also used these really neat and versatile Wintry 3D embossing folders. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, it's something that's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. And of course, it's a snowflake card. Who doesn't like a snowflake card, right? And towards the pinks, it's more, well, that's as pink as that foil was going to get. Anyways, so so check back with me tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Now What series. That'll be at 6:30 tomorrow night, where I play with something that's either from the new catalog or something, just giving you different ideas of how to use it. I have an idea, and that always amazes me that I have an idea possibly the night before. Don't forget, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. And if you have any questions, by all means, go in and ask away. I do check all my comments and everything on my YouTube and also on the Facebook as well. So we will see you tomorrow night, and have a great evening. I know in our area, it's a little cooler today. It's only about 29 degrees Celsius, so that's not too bad. So anyways, you guys have a great day. Don't forget to create, because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.